And we are back, and it is Animation Domination this week on Friday Family Film Night. We just checked out Netflix's 2025's offering, Fixed. It's rated R with a runtime of 1 hour and 27 minutes. This comes to us from director Genndy Tartakovsky, with writing credits to Genndy Tartakovsky, John Vitti, and Steve GreenBerg. According to IMDb, Bull, an average all-around good dog, I don't know about that, discovers he's going to be neutered in the morning. He realizes he needs one last adventure with his pack of buddies, as these are the last 24 hours with his balls. What could go wrong? This is tagged as adult animation, dark comedy, hand-drawn animation, raunchy comedy, romantic comedy, adventure animation, comedy, romance. What did you think of the film?
I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was
a little too much.
I don't mind raunchy comedies, but I feel like sometimes the best ones are when it's a bit more balanced with the rest of the story, and this was pretty relentless. The opening sequence of Bull just going at it on Grandma's leg,
and then just assorted
and then he's
items.
chased off Grandma's leg, and he just keeps humping everything for about maybe like 3 solid minutes of him humping various objects while being chased around the house by his owner. It just sort of like wore thin. Like you could have just ended it after the sequence with Grandma's leg, because I mean he was really going at it with Grandma's leg.
He was. This is very, very filthy. This is not for children.
No, absolutely not.
I need to repeat this. This is not for children, even as an adult. I agree. I think some of it was a little over the top. I mean, I still enjoyed it, but you cannot watch this with young children. This is not, even though it's animated.
It's rated R for a reason.
It is rated R for a reason. Although I feel like there's other rated R stuff that you could watch with kids, but this for sure is not one of them.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think some of it was just a little too much. However, it didn't take away from my enjoyment of it. It's only 1 hour and 27 minutes. It doesn't really walk that line of like comedy and those heartfelt moments. I mean, it tries, but I feel like it's overpowered by the raunchiness of the story and of the language that's used here. And listen, I'm not like a shy violet or anything. I cuss a lot and I drop a lot of strong language, but it was still a little much. I agree with you. I think it was a little much, but again, I don't know. I enjoyed it. I wasn't expecting much from this. I think
I wasn't expecting anything at all.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting much, and this didn't disappoint me. I think it's not a long film. Again, I said it was like 1 hour and 27 minutes. I didn't have any expectations, so I actually walked away from this pleasantly pleased, because at the heart of it, there is more going on than just some dog getting neutered. There's like this relationship that's kind of like the basis for the entire story. But then I think the more important relationship is the friendship that he has with his bros. I think Bull has this amazing like bro situation with Rocco, voiced by Idris Elba, Fetch, voiced by Fred Armisen, and Lucky, voiced by Bobby Moynihan. And of course, Bull is voiced by Adam Devine. It was kind of interesting because I was thinking about Workaholics. Like, this could have been like a really amped up version or episode of Workaholics. Although, obviously, no one's getting neutered on Workaholics.
Yeah, but like,
just like the going out and having like this crazy night on the town.
Yeah,
is something that I could have seen.
You could
definitely an episode in there.
Yeah, you could definitely equate it with something like that, like Workaholics, or any other film where a bunch of guys go out and
The Hangover,
like The Hangover or Harold and Kumar.
Yes, very dirty.
But like I said, those films just felt a bit more balanced. There was like other stuff going on. It wasn't completely centered around. Well, to be fair, Bull's balls are a huge part of this movie.
Story.
They're like the catalyst that gets this whole thing going.
Yes. But there's also this sweet relationship between the dogs and how they support each other and they're there for each other.
Yeah, there's a big friendship sort of theme to this.
The romance that's underneath it all between Bull and Honey, voiced by Catherine Hahn, which I thought was also just really well done. And I shout out to Beck Bennett, who voiced Sterling, who was the most obnoxious dog on the planet.
Yeah. Yeah, and oblivious, too. I mean, he had no idea what he was doing at the end of that movie.
Yes.
He was just like, yeah, I'm the man.
That sequence was a little, like, I was, like, watching that through my fingers. I was like, ew.
Yeah.
That over now.
Yeah, that was another thing where they just sort of, they really dragged it out. I mean, generally, if something like that happens in a raunchy comedy, it's like, oh, this is going to happen, and then it's like the next day or the aftermath where the person's just like, I did what?
Yes, exactly.
This was just
in your face.
Like, he is he's basically looking into the eyes of the woman he loves while he's being sodomized by another dog.
It's not funny. It's not funny. Why am I laughing?
But it goes on for so long.
Yes, it does. It does.
Like, I would have been happier if they just cut to the other dogs, like, watching it and being like, oh, my God.
Yes.
What's going on?
Yes. So I was today years old when I found out that this director had a hand in those Hotel Transylvania movies.
Yeah.
How did I not know this? How did I not know this?
Because we didn't really care about the Hotel Transylvania movies.
I don't think the kids were ever into any of that, right?
Yeah, nobody in this house really liked any of those.
Yeah, we were strictly like Pixar, Disney, or
So anime. I mean, and from what I've seen of them, like, they're really, really for kids.
Yes.
They're
Although we saw one of those Minions in the theater.
But the Minion, I'm not talking about the Minions movie. I'm talking about Hotel Transylvania.
Yeah, no. I'm saying, but I feel like those films are in the same kind of universe as Minions.
No, they're completely unrelated stories. Even the art style is different.
Unrelated stories and art styles, but they were both created in the same early 2000s, and they're sort of in that same. They came out around the same time, and
I mean, so did a whole bunch of Pixar stuff, but we're not really equating.
But these two properties have had like a ridiculous amount of sequels.
Minions and Hotel Transylvania. Yeah, and spin-off TV shows and stuff like that. More so for, I think, Hotel Transylvania than
licensing and retail.
Than Minions. But that's I think that's why, because they were really, really targeted at little kids.
Okay.
And I think when we would go see film, like animated features, we would try and see obviously kid-friendly stuff, but it was also stuff where we weren't just in agony watching it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, look, he's farting.
You don't remember how much you loved Peter Rabbit?
Oh, God. I can't believe I sat through that. That was...
You're a good dad.
I wanted McGregor to just blow Peter Rabbit's head clean off. That would have made the film so much better.
That's terrible.
No, but he deserved it. And you know what? I feel sort of vindicated because the voice of Peter Rabbit is now just persona non grata.
Yes.
Nobody likes
fell from grace
whatever
really
the hell
hard.
That dude's name was.
Corden.
James Corden. Yeah, nobody likes him anymore. But oh God, Peter Rabbit. All right, back to this.
I loved the animation style, which is 2D, right?
This was pure 2D hand drawn. I don't think I saw any kind of 3D backgrounds or anything like that in here.
Yeah, really enjoyed this.
This was like really just straight up like Tex Avery.
Yeah, it was like a love letter to those types of.
Yeah, sort of like I wouldn't say. I would say like probably like later style Looney Tunes when
Tom and Jerry.
Maybe later style, like when they don't like the classic Tom and Jerry and Looney Tunes when we used to watch it, like that animation, you could see they were painstaking. They cared. And then I would say 60s, 70s when they were still making those things, and you look at the animation, you could see that it's going a little bit down, and then you get to like the stuff where it's like. The end credits would just say something like animated by Local Union 16, and it was like clearly Local Union 16 didn't give a damn
because they had union jobs. Why would they give a shit?
It was just terrible. But this is not that.
No, this is like a love letter to that time.
This is more akin to, like I said, the Tex Avery era of Looney Tunes, that sort of thing. Also, like Ren and Stimpy
Yes.
Like that
yes,
style
I
of
get shades
animation
of that.
where
Absolutely. Yes.
it's still kind of like weird looking, noodle armed, but they would pay attention to the faces and the stretching and the contractions of the characters, and it worked. And it's gross. There's so much gross stuff. I think we read in the notes that we got that there was like apparently a huge discussion about the buttholes in this thing.
Yes.
And the takeaway was they had to tone down the buttholes. And I'm like, really? Because it was like buttholes everywhere as far as this thing goes. But there was like other stuff that Bull's balls were on display
Constantly.
all over the place, just swinging around. He even named them Old Spice and Napoleon. But yeah, and there was like some of the gross out stuff, like they rescued that poor dog, and then he's like, "I'm free," and then so much for him. Oh, and the squirrel.
Oh my God, let's not talk about that. Yeah, I still enjoyed it. I laughed.
I think I enjoyed it more after that initial sequence. Like in the beginning, seriously, that humping sequence went on so
way too long.
that I was like, I legitimately considered asking you, do we have to watch this anymore?
But you powered through, and I
powered through that, and the rest of it was more entertaining because, like I said, it wasn't super balanced, but I would say after that initial bit, it sort of found its footing. And it was an enjoyable story.
Yeah, I feel like recently, like the kids have gotten into old Family Guy stuff, and I feel like Seth would always do that too. Like sometimes those gags would go on way too long.
I don't know why that became like a sort of comedy trope where it's just sort of like, let's just stretch this out as long as possible, and somehow that is supposed to be the thing that's funny about it.
I mean, I feel like it's not just in animation. I feel like maybe even like Saturday Night Live does that.
Oh, Saturday Night Live at its worst was basically we don't know how to end the sketch, so it's just
so we're just gonna keep
on.
Beating this dead horse. What did you think of the voice actors? What did you think of Adam as Bull? He's got a great voice for animation, I feel like.
Yes, he has that sort of like almost like smarmy whine.
Yeah, I was going to say like man-child voice.
Yeah, like a man-child voice. He did a good job expressing the turmoil Bull was going through. The family loved him, but yet still they wanted to chop his balls off. It's funny that he never quite made the connection that maybe if I stopped humping everything,
they'd leave me be.
They'd leave me be because they were content. It was how old was he? Yeah, he was.
I was like, that's kind of a long time.
Normally when you get your
dog hump everything in the house.
Normally when you get your dog fixed, it's like, all right, you're not a puppy anymore. Okay, time to lop him off. But yeah, they let him keep those for a while.
My other favorite, Idris Elba as Rocco.
Idris Elba's
fantastic.
I love Idris Elba's
voice. I loved
voice.
his like abandonment, mommy issues.
Yeah,
that came.
He just wanted to teat
throughout. Yes. What did you think of Honey by the great Catherine Hahn?
Catherine Hahn's always amazing.
Always.
I love Catherine Hahn. She plays that sort of raunchy, just hilarious character so well.
Yes. I loved her. I was just thinking of her in Step Brothers.
Oh, God, Step Brothers, Bad Moms.
Oh, yeah, we just saw that.
Yeah. I mean, and she always, even when she's in, like, little tiny bits, she's good. She
always shines,
like, she's on, like, maybe in, like, a minute of Anchorman, but she's good.
And even that awful How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
She was in that?
She was the friend that got broken up. She was the one that was nursing the broken heart that Andy decided, I'll take the assignment of writing about breakups. So that
was her?
That was her.
Really?
Were you not paying attention? Terrible.
I blacked that movie out.
Yeah,
and we just saw it.
And we just saw it too. Yeah.
Movie.
Yeah, that was terrible.
I did not realize that was, or I don't remember that being. You know what? It's such a terrible movie that it buried her.
I mean, the main characters are the other two, but
yeah, I know, but still, she was the catalyst for the whole article being written.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to this. From
where it starts to where it ends, I enjoyed it. It's not the best thing you're ever going to see. It is extremely raunchy. Proceed with caution. Even though it's animation, this is
gross
not
out raunchy
for children. I cannot stress this enough. This is not for children. Maybe older teens can watch it. It's very filthy.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure teenage boys would just
love
be laughing their asses off this.
I mean, we like Genndy from Primal.
Oh God, Primal is an amazing cartoon.
Yes, if you
to me that's I'm sure most people will be like, oh, the best thing you did is Samurai Jack.
No,
I thought Primal was absolutely brilliant from start to finish.
Yes.
Every episode I was like dying to watch the next one. Yeah.
I mean, Samurai Jack isn't bad.
Samurai Jack, I mean, they're all fantastic, but Primal is to me the best thing that
he's ever done. Agreed. I still cannot believe that he did those Hotel Transylvania movies. I'm
cha-ching. That's basically
that makes sense, obviously, but it's just still weird. I'm like, wait a minute. When you said that, I'm like, what did you just say? I was like, what?
Hey, it works, man.
Yeah. Question for you: who's the better dog, Bull or Crypto? We saw Superman earlier this summer.
If I had to have a dog, it would probably be Bull because Crypto would just mutilate me. He would be wagging his tail the entire time, and he would just be pulling arms and legs off, and just half my face would be gone, and he'd be like, "Am I a good boy?
Am I a good boy?
Yeah,
I'm a good boy."
Yeah, I don't want a dog with the powers of Superman.
Yes. I really liked Crypto, but yeah, I see your point.
In the movie, he's great. But
yes, he's great, but yes, I don't want to be...
In a real-life situation, I don't want a dog with the powers of Superman.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, even Superman didn't want to deal with that dog, but he was just like,
yeah,
I made a commitment.
I mean, you wouldn't have doors. As soon as he sensed you coming up the block, he would just explode the front of the house and come running.
Okay, scale of 1 to 10, what would you give this?
I would probably give this a 6.
A 6. I was gonna give it a 7. I think I really liked it. I think I liked all the voice actors in this. It was really well done. I thought the script was good. It wasn't the best thing I ever saw, but it was still like held my attention. I wasn't bored. It goes by very quickly. I do agree with you. Some of it is just a little bit too cringy, but it's fine. I think again went into this not having any expectations, so I was pleasantly pleased by the end of the watch experience, because it could have been crap. It absolutely could have been crap, but I think at the core of it, it was this really sweet story about coming of age, sort of, for Bull.
Mostly about, I would say, friendship.
The
friendship with the other dog, the friendship with the other dogs,
but also
the friendship with Honey.
That
was the thing that was nice.
Relationship with Honey,
that was the thing that was nice about the relationship with Honey. It wasn't just like, oh man, she's so hot. They were like friends. They grew up together. They together. Like genuinely cared and loved for each other. They just never did that.
Yeah.
So it was sweet in that respect.
Very sweet, very sweet. So what did you say, 6? I say 7. Before we wrap it up, I want to give a shout out to all the August birthdays, to Eileen, to KT, to Yoko, to Shay. It's such an honor and privilege to know all of you wonderful, wonderful ladies. Thank you for the gift of your friendship, and many, many happy, happy birthdays now and always. And with that, we'll wrap it up. Again, check out Netflix's Fixed from 2025, currently streaming. It is rated R with a runtime of 1 hour and 27 minutes. Again, this is not for children. I cannot stress this enough. I have to say it over and over again. This is not for children. This is absolutely adult entertainment, but it is funny and bawdy and gross at times and very raunchy. But if you can handle it, I think it's a fun, worthwhile watch. And with that, we will wrap it up and bid you all a
good night.
Good